Gareth Southgate hopes Iceland defeat will focus England's mind ahead of Euro 2024. Gareth Southgate understood why fans were booing his team after a disappointing defeat to Iceland, which the England coach hopes will really focus the mind ahead of Euro 2024. Wembley fans have expressed their frustration after a worryingly poor performance in their latest friendly against a team that will not even reach the finals in Germany. Southgate's side were toothless in attack and porous in defense, and Jon Dager Thorsteinsson's brilliant early goal earned Iceland another memorable win over England. In 2016, that shock result ended the team's European Championship hopes, while the coach hopes Friday's 1-0 loss will serve as a catalyst for continental glory. "You want to put in a good performance, have an entertained crowd and leave the team in a high spirit," Southgate said after the farewell friendly. Clearly the performance was not at the desired level. "I think there are some very obvious reasons for that, and it actually gives us an opportunity to mentally focus because these last games in tournaments can be a bit volatile in terms of focus, because players are worried about selection, even injury. The most disappointing part tonight was that we had the ball, we didn't press well. We were too stretched out. We've actually been excellent in the last 2 or 3 games, in particular, so that's the thing we've really got to get right." He added, "We could have been better with the ball, but we created some very good chances. I think players, or a lot of players, needed minutes, players who came back from injury, players who played a lot but had a week off and fell out of that rhythm. Of course, at the end, where you ideally want to have the experience on the pitch to keep calm and work your way back into the game, we needed to get those players out and take care of them. Look, it's a far from perfect night. I'm not going to dress in disappointment about the performance." He added, "But, likewise, we have to remain calm because we know what needs to be corrected and we will work on that from now until the match with Serbia." Friday's friendly was supposed to help build the feel-good factor ahead of the move to the Euros, with the opening Group C match against Serbia on June 16 looming. Instead, bored fans ended up aiming kites at the pitch, while fans who remained inside Wembley Stadium booed at the final whistle. "I completely understand that," Southgate said of the crowd's reaction. "We didn't play well enough to keep them motivated in the game. As I said, we had some very good chances that would have normally gone, which would have given a different look to the game and, of course, would have affected the opposition's confidence. But that may also have masked some of the flaws that were evident tonight. From my point of view, I learned a lot from the match, but there is no worry about the fans' reaction. Obviously having the fans here with you makes a big difference, but you have to give them enough movement in front of goal, you have to play well enough, press and win the ball hard to keep them with you during the game. Tonight we didn't do that, so we have to accept the reaction as it was." Midfielder Declan Rice admitted to EnglandFootball.com that the loss to Iceland was not ideal, but also insisted the team would be ready. "I'm hurting inside, there's work to do," he told EnglandFootball.com. "We have a few clear chances, and to win 1-0 at home just before the Euros, that's not ideal. I'll take the positives. There were a lot of promising performances, we played at a good pace, and we always tried to play forward. We have to be a bit smarter." Although it was a bad night for England, they appear to have at least avoided new injury problems. John Stones went down awkwardly in the first minute and was withdrawn at half-time, while fellow centre-back Mark Gahey played on despite suffering a head knock in the second half. Southgate said, "Mark, well, I guess. John, we decided at halftime that there was no point in taking any chances, because obviously we are very close to the tournament, and he is a very important player for us.